Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Cosmic Mysteries. Thanks for the incredible response and love that you guys have been giving to this channel, and thanks for all the great encouraging comments you all have been posting. I really appreciate it. Today, we're diving deep into the early arrival of El Niño and how it's shaking things up in the global weather scene. I'm your host, and together, we're going to explore the causes, effects, and future projections associated with this extraordinary climatic event. El Niño is like the rock star of weather patterns, with a name that rolls off the tongue. But what does it mean? Well, El Niño refers to the warming of the Pacific Ocean surface in the central and eastern regions. It's caused by changes in the ocean and atmosphere, resulting in a dance of weather conditions around the world. So, picture this. You have the Pacific Ocean, and it's all about the balance between the winds and the water. But during an El Niño, those trade winds weaken, allowing warm water to gather in the central and eastern parts of the ocean. It's like throwing a curveball into nature's game. This disruption leads to higher sea surface temperatures and a whole lot of weather craziness. Now, here's the plot twist. Our latest El Niño has decided to show up early, catching scientists and weather forecasters by surprise. It's like El Niño said, "I'm not waiting for anyone." Early signs of this party crasher include warmer ocean temperatures and weakened winds. The big question is, what impact will this early arrival have on our global weather patterns? Hold on tight, because El Niño has a bag full of surprises when it comes to weather. First off, we have precipitation patterns. Some places might experience severe droughts, while others get caught in intense rainfall and flooding. It all depends on how close you are to the Pacific Ocean. And let's not forget about the temperature roller coaster. El Niño can bring about some serious temperature changes. Picture this. Some areas might be sweating in scorching heat, while others are bundled up, feeling cooler than usual. It's like Mother Nature can't make up her mind. Now, brace yourselves for the tropical cyclone twist. El Niño has the power to influence the formation and intensity of these monster storms. Some regions might see fewer cyclones, while others face an increase in their strength and numbers. Mother Nature's way of keeping us on our toes, right? And hey, let's not leave out the oceans. El Niño can wreak havoc on marine ecosystems. Fisheries, coral reefs, and the overall health of our oceans can all be affected. Changes in water temperature and nutrient availability lead to shifts in marine life distribution and abundance. It's a wild underwater dance. Do you know why does El Niño occur? Under normal conditions in the Pacific Ocean, trade winds blow warm water from South America to Asia. These winds create wave movement, allowing the warm surface water and the colder water beneath to mix. However, when the trade winds weaken, wave movement decreases and the water doesn't mix as much. This causes the ocean's temperature to quickly rise, leading to an El Niño episode. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, announced on Thursday that El Niño conditions were present and are predicted to become stronger throughout this year and into 2024. Scientists monitor the temperatures in the Pacific Ocean closely and declare the presence of El Niño when the temperatures near the equator are at least 0.9 degrees Fahrenheit higher than historical averages for 3 consecutive months. Scientists have been expecting El Niño for months and have expressed concerns about how it may worsen the effects of climate change. The prolonged warmth in the Pacific Ocean leads to higher global temperatures and can impact weather patterns, ecosystems, and economies. Alex DeFilva, a meteorologist at AccuWeather, explains that the ocean retains heat and can release it, causing global temperatures to rise. He predicts that this year will likely be one of the top 5 warmest years globally. But what does the future hold for this early arriving El Niño? Well, predicting the weather long-term is a tricky business, my friends. However, experts rely on climate models and historical data to give us some insights. We're talking about the duration and intensity of this El Niño event. How long will it stick around and how strong will it be? Scientists are keeping a close eye on it to find out. El Niño typically occurs every 2 to 7 years, more frequently than its opposite phenomenon, La Niña. It usually lasts 9 to 12 months, but can sometimes continue for several years. Experts predict that El Niño will likely persist throughout the summer, fall, and winter of this year. Some computer models even suggest it may continue into the following year. Let's not forget the impact on global weather patterns. El Niño has the power to flip things around, influencing rainfall distribution, temperature anomalies, and wind patterns across continents. This can have serious consequences for agriculture, water availability, and regional climates. Oh, and here's the twist ending. After El Niño, we often witness a transition to a phase called La Niña. It's like the yin to El Niño's yang. La Niña brings cooler sea surface temperatures and has its own unique effects on weather patterns. Nature's way of keeping us guessing, right? The impact of El Niño on extreme weather varies. In Canada and the northern United States, El Niño typically brings warm and dry weather, which is a concern given the already abnormally hot conditions in Canada and the ongoing wildfire crisis. The southern United States tends to experience more storms during El Niño, exacerbating the heavy rainfall the region has been facing. Flash floods and infrastructure problems have been affecting some southern states recently. One positive aspect is that during El Niño, the Atlantic coast usually experiences fewer hurricanes. However, due to climate disruption and warmer oceans overall, scientists still advise being prepared for a potentially strong hurricane season this summer. The increase in extreme weather events has been linked to human activity disrupting the Earth's climate and raising global temperatures. The hottest years on record so far have been 2016, 2019, and 2020, two of which coincided with El Niño periods. DeFilva suggests that this year may also be the warmest on record, depending on the strength of El Niño. And that's a wrap, folks. We've dived deep into the extraordinary world of El Niño and its early arrival. You now have a front row seat to understand the causes, effects, and future projections of this weather superstar. As always, stay curious, stay fascinated, and keep exploring the wonders of our planet. This is your friend and host from Cosmic Mysteries, signing off and inviting you to join me on our next exciting adventure.